Hi y'all, this is So Blessed. Welcome to the Blessed Place. How y'all doing? And
Hi, what's up? It's your girl D.
This is the newly fiancé engaged. The newly engaged Danica. Well, not new now, she's engaged by 2 months now, so and the date is coming soon.
This month.
Y'all, doesn't she look good? People who remember how she used to look.
I saw that.
She looks, she's becoming to like a supermodel.
Oh.
She's always been beautiful. She's always been beautiful, but
that is not what this video is about.
But she is gorgeous. Look at this. She's
gonna keep
me inspired, y'all.
Thank you.
She is looking gorgeous. And y'all should have seen it yesterday. This is like au naturel. But yesterday she even had on makeup. She had on this blue makeup. She was with a man, y'all. Oh my God. And she had on these jeans and these tall shoes. She was looking supermodel-ish. She was looking beautiful. I'm thinking, when she loses all that weight, well, I was thinking she's going to be a beautiful BBW model, but I guess by the time you get finished losing weight, you'll be a regular size model.
No, not regular size. They're too skinny.
Oh, well, then maybe you size 12. No, you want to be smaller than that. Anyways, this video was not about her
at all.
Size. Really, we just had church.
We spent the day. Really good on this video.
Your skin?
Our skin.
Yeah, somebody told me on my last video. I wish I knew. I wish I knew who it was. I would give you a shout out, but I'm gonna figure out who it was. I might just add your name to the end of the video. But she was so. Ooh, if I had my cell phone, I look at my cell phone. But she was like, "Did you? You're beautiful. Your skin is glowing. Your smile. You're this. You're that." And I was like, "Oh, thank you for that." But yeah. So we had church today, and I love that my family worship with us. That's like the ultimate compliment that my 3 sisters, well, 2 of them go to church with us full time, and the third one, she's like halfway between another church and halfway between our church. But I can't even begin to tell y'all what that means to me, that they worship with us together, because that means they know the real me and the real my husband behind the scenes, and they still choose to worship with us.
It ain't pretty all the time either.
So anyways, but after worship service, after church today, then we went to dinner. And she's so sweet. She paid for our dinner. Me, her, and Denise. And Love to Talk Deb didn't go, but her daughter went, and her daughter's friend. And we had a wonderful fellowship. But Danica paid for our food. That was so sweet. But we've been talking about relationships. So Danica dropped me off home because my husband came on home. He wasn't feeling well, so I went to dinner with them. So Danica came to get her car, so I said, let's stop in one moment so we could go make a video real quick. Just talk about relationship. So finally we get to relationship. So how's it going? So how's your relationship going, Danica?
It's going great. It's going really great. Very happy to be getting married to him. He's so sweet. He is so sweet. And with all the wonderful, he has his faults, just like I have my faults. And we talk about those sometimes, but we don't dwell on them.
And one thing we were talking about earlier, Danica, we was talking about you were saying that you and your fiance said, okay, after getting to know each other, and even better, do we still want to get married? And you were saying yes, even though you found out his faults, his weaknesses, his the good, the bad, the ugly. And he's saying the same thing. Y'all still want to get married, and I was just saying that's so good that you could step back and reevaluate like that, because having that pitter patter feeling and that infatuation in a relationship, contrary to popular belief, that is not love. That's a physiological reaction to something new.
Right.
But when you get to know each other, the good, bad, and the ugly, and you still say, "I still want to marry you," that is what love is.
Yeah.
So what would you say the 2 negatives or 2 things that you don't really like about him?
Oh, I don't know why. Okay. The first and main thing that I cannot stand is the smoking. I don't like the smoking. He smokes cigarettes. and he don't smoke nothing else, y'all. But he smokes cigarettes, Newport, and I just don't like the smell of smoke. Nobody in my family smokes, so it's just not something I'm used to, and I just don't like the smell of the smoke. But he is very respectful, where he'll come in and wash his hands every single time, wash his face, swish out, brush his teeth, whatever. And
he doesn't smoke in the house or the car.
Oh no, he doesn't smoke around me, the house, car. When we go out, he tries to minimize how much he smokes. And so he's really good about being conscious of it, but I don't like the smoking. And the other thing is,
but the good thing, I don't say good thing, but one thing too, and I know you already know this, but I'm just basically saying this for the benefit of those who are watching us, is that when you met him, he was smoking. He was smoking since what, 12 years old, he said, or whatever. Yeah. So even though she does not like the smoke, it's like you can't let that be a point of contention in your relationship, because you cannot try to get a person to change them. And I'm not so much saying this for you, because I know you already know that, and you're not trying to change him. Although you would love for him to stop smoking, but it's like you cannot go into a relationship with a grown person thinking, I know he's cheating, but he'll stop cheating. I know he's a smoker, but he'll stop smoking. I know he's a woman beater, but after we marry, he won't beat me. Right. It's like you cannot. And I'm not trying to lump smoking in with all that, that bad stuff. But whatever it is, that you cannot. It's just going to remain the same or escalate, and you cannot. Because you know what? Like right now, you don't like it smoking, but let money problems come into it. Let other problems come into it. Now the smoker's gonna stink even worse. So you can't. You got to go into that relationship knowing that this is how he came, and I'm not trying to change it. Now, I can secretly on the side pray. I can pray that one day.
I can openly on the side
pray. Yeah, I can pray that one day, this change, but I'm not going to be a nag about it.
Right. Which I did tell him, I'm not going to try to change that about you, but I don't like it.
Right.
And the other thing that I don't like is he says that he knows he's an a-hole. I call it a butthole, but he can be condescending, and he doesn't do it toward me, which I'm very glad, because that is like that's a pet peeve of mine. I don't like that. I don't like when you try to make somebody feel stupid. But I always talk to him and be like, well, baby, what did you have to say it like that? And I try to keep it light. And we've had like one serious conversation about it, but I try to keep it light. Be like, see how you just said that? That was not very nice. And he does it to like service people, and I just don't like when he does that, because it makes me feel bad, because this person is just you're a waiter and you're trying to get the order right, or you work at Walmart and you're the cashier and you're trying to get it right. You have 1 million customers a day. You can't be perfect all the time. So that's the kind of stuff I try to tell him, and but that's something else that I don't like.
So tell me what you do. 2 things. Keep it 2, like you like to try to tell me. What are 2 things you do like or love about him? Y'all see how quick she was to tell y'all what she didn't like?
Because when the list is very short, it's easier to say, okay, I don't like this and I don't like that, when it's only 2 or 3 things.
Oh, but the list is so long.
The list is so long.
It's such a plethora
goes on
of
and
choices.
on and on and on.
Such a plethora of choices to choose from. You're trying to narrow it down to just 2, I guess.
Yeah, he's very doting. So he is always making sure that I'm okay. Always gonna make sure that, have you eaten? Are you cold? Like, if he's
always trying to feed her, y'all. Baby, taste this. Here, taste this. Baby, you okay?
Yeah.
Baby, you cold? Baby, you alright?
He's always, and he's very doting. He's gonna tell you how beautiful, oh baby, you look. He says it with such feeling, like my mom would say. He says it with such sincerity, baby, you look so beautiful. And so he's always saying something
very
sweet.
Attentive.
Very attentive. Very, very attentive. I mean, I can't even put on my shoe. He's going to be down the kneel and try to buckle the shoe for me without me asking. If something itch, I scratch my shoulder, he's scratching it too, just to make sure I got that itch. So, but he's very doting. I do like that about him. And the other thing, my boy can cook.
Yes, he can. He can
cook his butt off. And I will say this, and it's very hard for me to admit this, especially in front of the whole world, or the 200 or 300 that's going to watch this. I also have to admit that he's a way better cook than me. And that is very hard to admit, but that boy can cook. Because I can cook. And I know my food tastes good, but I have to think about how I'm going to cook it and stuff. Like, he just started throwing stuff together, and everything he cooks turns to
gold. You just turn his hand and make fashion.
Every single time, everything is good. It's never like, oh, well, this was okay. Everything is like, how in the world did you think of this?
I'm picking food off my clothes.
You look like Sarah Jessica Parker. Oh, that's pancake batter. Remember that commercial? Okay.
Alrighty.
They can't see it in the camera.
Oh, okay. So, I don't know, you have something to ask me?
So what is it that you don't like about your husband? Two things.
Two things I don't like about my husband. You would think I would have gotten this together before the camera came on.
Yes, especially since you already had the question in your mind.
What I don't like. What I tell you I don't like about Charles? You help me out.
No.
Okay, what I don't like about Charles.
Now I gotta break up my own.
Okay, I don't like that. Oh my God, pet peeve is that we are like oil and water when it comes to timeliness. Admittedly, I'm probably the one on the wrong end of the stick, but we're still like oil and water, and it grates my last nerve that Charles is a right now or yesterday person. He wants it done like yesterday. He wants it done like right now, a minute ago. Right now does not mean in this present moment. It means like a minute ago, an hour ago, last week. Something as simple as he'll say, baby, can you look up this for me on the internet? Just say we were sitting here yesterday, Saturday, he was working on his sermon and he asked me to look up something. And before he says, baby, can you look up, I'm just going to say Job. Can you look up the story of Job? You got it? You got it yet? I just looked at him and rolled my eyes. Oh my God, you asked me that 2 seconds ago. It could be anything. It could be like, he said, baby, I want to leave at 4 o'clock to go to so-and-so, to go to the restaurant. 5 minutes till 4, he's, baby, you ready? You ready? And I'm just like, you said 4 o'clock. Stop rushing me. It's like everything is a rush. He moves like.
But you know what, Deidre?
It's like
if he didn't rush you at 3 o'clock to be ready by 4, he knows that you will be ready and throwing loads of clothes in the washer by 4:15. And we'll be ready till 4:30.
Oh my God, we're like all.
Now, can you admit that, Deidre?
That's true.
Exactly.
But it's with everything.
Well, that's because you procrastinate with everything. I'm with my brother-in-law on that one.
Oh my God, so that's one thing I just cannot stand. And the other thing is something that we talked about that my husband and her fiance are very similar because they're friends. They're really good friends and childhood friends. And one thing that they're very similar that we talked about was that I want to see my husband talk too much, but it's not just talking too much. It's like he talks a lot, you guys. Oh my God, he talks a lot. But it's not just that he's very loquacious. It's the fact that
loquacious.
Talkative. Okay. He's very loquacious. But it's not just that. It's like he has to say something on every. Okay, like we could be. Maybe it's a good thing. It's a good thing. It's a good thing, and it helps.
Now, it helps that you don't like it, or is it a good thing? Choose a side, sister.
It's a good thing, but it's so unlike me. And sometimes I guess when something is so unlike you, you're uncomfortable with it.
Yeah.
So I'm uncomfortable with it. So not that it's a bad thing. I'm uncomfortable with it. But he does not know a stranger. Y'all, we in the elevator. He's gonna say something to people. Whether it's about the weather, whether it's about where you come from, or Lord, don't let him wear a gator shirt. That's a whole conversation right there.
Yes.
It's like in the checkout line, he's talking to somebody. In the elevator, he's talking to somebody. In a restaurant, he's talking to the waiter, or the people at the table next to us. There is not a moment where he is not talking to other people. Either on the phone, or he'll call somebody at 11:30 at night, and I'm like, who are you calling 11 o'clock at night? Hey man, I just called to let you know I got you in prayer. It's just, we could be talking about Danica and maybe Alton, and he's like, oh, I'm going to call Danica, I'm going to call my sister-in-law, ask her. I'm like, it's almost midnight. Do not call Danica.
I try to tell her that you can't stop him from calling people and doing
but he calls you like at least once or twice a week, doesn't he? Yeah. It's like he's gonna call my sisters. He has his own relationship, which I thank God for that. He talks to my family way more, 10 times more than I talk to my family. But like I said, I have no problem with the fact he talks a lot. He just talks non-stop to everybody. You know, I don't know. That just gets to me. But maybe just I'm just uncomfortable, you know, with that.
Because you don't like to talk to people.
They wouldn't know on here because I talk to them a lot. This is where I get my outlet. I talk to you guys. But in real life, I don't talk to a lot of people.
That's because you get to talk about what you want to talk about.
Yeah, and I don't have nobody interrupting me or disturbing me. I get the whole court here in the blessed place.
Gosh. So tell me two things that you like the most about him.
Oh my gosh, now I can just go on about what I love about him. I love him long time. Oh, let me see. Okay, he's very attentive. Which that could be a negative too. Oh, am I supposed to be staying on the positive?
Yes. Mama.
He's very attentive. He's very attentive. I do love that. You know, say be careful what Big Boy Hollywood told me on Twitter. So blessed. Be careful what you pray for, what you ask for. I did ask for an attentive man, and Lord knows the man is attentive. He knows if I change my hair. He knows if I comb my hair, don't comb my hair. He knows if I change the color of my toenails. He knows if it takes me 30 minutes to drive somewhere. Lord knows it'll take 32. He wants to know what I did with the other 2 minutes. I mean, he's very attentive. Now some people are like, that ain't attentive. That is crazy. But stalkish. Yeah, he's a little stalkish. But I don't mind him stalking me. But I love the fact that he is, although, you know, I kind of joke about the negative side of it, but I do love the fact that he is very attentive. But you know what I love most about him? On the other side of that pillow, or I say he talked to everybody, is the way this man loves. He has taught and is teaching me how to love people. The way he loves me, and the way he loves our children, but the way he loves, you know, our extended family and strangers. I'm blown away about how this man loves. Love is more than just a word. It's action. He is all action when it comes to word. There is nothing he won't do for people. Nothing he won't do. And sometimes that get on my nerve too at times. Oh God, Jesus. Yeah, then they come up and saying we're on vacation and he's telling them, oh, I'll be back Monday and I'll do this and I'll take care of that. And I'm like, stop answering that phone. You know, you don't even know if we'll be back Monday. We won't be back until Tuesday. You know, it's like there's nothing. But I am learning that this is what God means by love. This is what love is. This is what love does. So that's what I love most about him, is the way he loves. But mostly the way he loves me.
Any other questions?
So I would say maybe just tell me one thing. What are you looking forward most to in marriage? Because you can have a boyfriend, you know, forever. What are you looking forward to most in marriage?
I'm looking forward to the intimacy of marriage, knowing that we are bonded by, you know, the vows of marriage, and also being a Christian, knowing that I'm not fornicating.
So how do you feel about fornicating right now?
Oh, it's fun.
Where is my holy water?
It's fun, but I do feel bad. I do feel bad. Not all the time, but sometimes I feel bad, and I never do it on Sundays.
you never fornicate on Sunday.
Not when it matters. It was just on Saturday, or it's going to be on Monday. But Sundays, I just stay away. Don't touch me. So
today is the holy day.
Okay, so I do feel
I'm
bad.
praying for my sisters, y'all. I'm praying for my sisters. But you know, but as we close out, you know, let me close out with that. The kind of the
okay, so wait, tell me before you do. Tell me what you looked forward to the most when you got married, and how has that come out now that you are married? Like, is that the best part of being married now? Okay, what I looked forward to most in marriage was intimacy and I would say communication. Which for me, communication and intimacy are almost one and the same. Yeah.
Because that's what intimacy is to me, is communication. It's like different people have their different, you know, views on it and different terminology or definition. But intimacy to me wasn't about touching or sexual feeling or whatever. Intimacy to me was pillow talk. Waiting on my husband at the end of the day, you know, to reconnect and talk about all those things. So that is what I was looking forward to, and that's what I got in marriage. That's what I got in marriage, and that's what I love most about me and Charles's marriage is that intimacy of communication, best friend, looking forward to like when yesterday we had the Cirque du Soleil day. And then remember the day as we were talking about relationships stuff, I kept saying, that's what me and Charles was talking about on the way home. That's what me and Charles was talking about. It's like, that's what I love, is that at the end of a day of being with my family on our way home, and then when we got home, pillow talk, we talked about our day. And we talked about, you know, how we enjoyed my mom. We talked about Danica and Alta. You know, we talked about Denise and her kids. We talked about, you know, the play. We just talked about, that's what I love, and that's what I got. And that's what I was looking forward to. And I'm glad it came into fruition, because that's something when you look forward to something in marriage, you get married and find out it's not there. Right. That's a sad marriage when all your life you look forward to, when I get married I won't be lonely anymore. And you get married and you're just as lonely as you were before you got married. Mm-hmm. That's really sad. So I'm glad that what I was looking forward to in marriage is exactly what I got. Is that I look forward to talking to my husband at the end of a day and laughing at his antics, and like I said, because he talks to everybody. So y'all, I get all the scoop and the news, and baby, guess who I talked to today? Baby, guess this? Baby, that. You know, or we make certain observations, or we're like, oh my goodness, you saw that too. You know, so that's what I got. That's what I look forward to, and that's what I got, and I'm glad I did. And I feel sorry for those. You know, don't go into marriage with such false expectations of. If you're lonely before marriage, you could be lonely after marriage. I'm telling you, it might sound like, yeah, right, that's just easy to say. But when I get married, no, I'm not going to be lonely. But it might sound cliche, but it's true. It's true. If you are lonely, sad, depressed, all of that before marriage, this is what you're going to be after marriage. But it's going to be worse, because you're going to look at that person and think that person was supposed to take care of all of that away from you.
They're supposed to take the loneliness away, they're supposed to make you happy.
Yeah.
But now
they can add to it. You know, they can really add to that and really bring a new dimension to your life.
Right. Like, I really enjoy being by myself, but I didn't realize how much I enjoy being by myself. I thought I would be just the opposite, just like, oh, finally I'm with somebody. But now I see that I really enjoy being by myself, because I don't have that much time to myself anymore. So I see, oh, okay, I did really enjoy that time sitting up watching TV by myself, no interruptions, don't have to talk to anybody. So, but I still enjoy him being there too. And so he's learning that he has to give me my time, and he goes out and does his fishing, and I'll watch TV or do whatever. So.
And I think it's funny. I think we're very, at least the three of us, me, you, and Denise. I'm not quite sure how Deborah is in the relationship, but we are very similar in that a lot of women have that need to be with their man all the time, but we're kind of like opposite, where we love having a husband or man, and we enjoy that, but it's like we have a need for our alone time. We have a need for our own. And a lot of times you don't know that until you're with somebody, and then you realize, oh my goodness, I have a need to be by myself.
I didn't know I had a need to be by myself. I thought, you know, I'm by myself, I ain't had no choice. But now I see I have a need to be by myself. I can get crabby and moody and everything when I don't get my me time by myself. I'll go and just be like, I'm just not going home today. I'm just going to go to the shoe store or something because I need an outlet. And, you know, I'm not even that into shoes. I'm in there trying on shoes the other day because I needed some me time, you know. So.
Like yesterday when I came from working, I worked 12 hours. When I got home, I was going to a football game, and I tweeted, "Yay! My husband is gone. Me time." I was like, I mean, I miss him.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure you did.
Oh Lord, we're going on 25 minutes. But anyways, anything? Oh, you know what? Okay, this is what I was gonna say as we close out. This is what I was gonna say when we were talking about your fornication. I was saying it's funny. It's kind of ironic that I'm in this precarious situation where I am her sister, I am one of her best friends, as she is one of my best friends, and she is my baby sister, but I am also their first lady. And I don't know if there's anybody out there who is in that situation where either you're the first lady of your siblings, or you're the one that's saved in the family and your siblings are not. She is. She's saved. She just got to get it right totally. But few more days, Lord Jesus, give her grace, give her some grace. But I'm in that precarious situation where I want my sister to be able to have fun around me, to talk around me, to share with me, but I also too, how can I put it? I'm not, say, active participant in their sins. So it's like it's real precarious. But I try my best to have a balance. With them. Certain things they tell me, certain things they don't tell me because they know I don't want to know. Don't want to share it with me. As your first lady, I don't want to know. As your sister, I'm gonna be a little bit curious, but still don't share it with me. And I thank God for the respect that they have for me. Also, is that they know as a sister they share certain things with me, but they know as a first lady, don't bring it to first lady because she doesn't want to know. Not only does she doesn't want to know, we respect her that much. Also, not to bring it, to her. So I just, it's a balance. It's like I said, kind of precarious situation, but I try to handle it with wisdom because I don't want to be that type of person where my sisters can't enjoy being around me. Even sometimes I love to talk there. She likes to curse every now and then, and every time she does, she's like, "Oh, I'm sorry." I'm like, "Deborah, stop apologizing." Stop apologizing. We can't have a sister conversation every time. You like, "Oh, I'm so sorry." I didn't mean to curse. I want you to be you. Now I'm gonna pray for you that the Lord fully deliver you, but I want you to be you. So that's kind of a precarious situation. I never talked about that on camera because it's their business and I don't discuss my sister's business. But how do you think I handle it from the other end?
I think you handle it fine. I think on the one hand you handle it fine. On the other hand, you ain't got no choice because your sisters just going.
My sisters believe themselves
anyway.
Which I love that. Which I love my sisters. They. That's what I love about us. All of us. We're ourselves. And we respect each other's right. Oh yeah, and we respect each other's right to be themselves. Right. Good, bad, ugly, wrong, right. Whatever.
Hey, no ugly.
But we have a lot of respect for each other.
Yeah.
So regardless of whatever the individual situations are.
Right.
So
I think, like you said, we have a lot of respect because even me, I don't. That's a lie. I was gonna say I don't fornicate. I don't use profanity. That's what I don't do. So my sisters even try not to use profanity around me because they know. No, I just don't. I just don't like the words. I just want to hear it. So they might around the ones who do it. We're not gonna say any names, but we don't.
Like there's only 4 of us. So the other 2 that shall remain nameless.
They might say some words every now and then, but they might say it more so to one another because they know that we don't, and it's just a respect that we have for one another. If I know you do something that I don't do, and I might not, you might not do it around me, and vice versa. So it's almost 30 minutes. It's a long video.
And y'all still hanging with us?
I think we should just hop into 30 minutes.
Oh, she looks so beautiful. Oh my goodness, she's so cute. Now. Oh my goodness.
Thank you.
Get back in this camera. So, anyways, she is losing. How much have you lost? Speaking of, let's talk
107.
What's the Sutton? You know the Sutton. 125.
No, gosh, I wish 125. No, it was like 107 last.
Oh, okay, 107. That's awesome. So,
but my goal, I'm 286. So my goal is to be under 250 by November 21st. Do you think I can do it?
I think you can do it. You're on the right track. I don't know. Let that man keep cooking that good old food and keep on. Taste this, baby. Taste this. Taste this.
And then I tell him no carbs. Okay, baby, I'm gonna just cook some rice. Do you not know what no carbs mean? Whatever.
Then why look so much taller than you?
Because when you're fatter, the fat meat makes you sit higher.
That's because my booty big. My booty is much bigger than yours. That's why. Because I'm big booty Trudy. about all this fineness.
I sure don't.
All right, love y'all. We are not going to 30 minutes. I love y'all, blessed ones. I think that's what I'm gonna be calling y'all. Love y'all. Y'all be blessed.